What's up guys, it is Louie here from Wood Unlimited, and in today's video tutorial I'm going to show you how to take your laser projects to the next level and create unique products by combining laser engraving with other creative technologies. Sound interesting? Then stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you today is going to be how to combine vinyl printing and cutting with your laser projects to give it a pop of color, texture, and really just make it more eye-catching. So let's get into it. So in addition to the laser cutter, I also have this SG300, the Roland TrueViz SG300, which is a vinyl printer and cutter. So it can really just print any kind of pattern and cut it to any shape that's needed. So that comes in pretty handy. Alright, so we're getting ready to print here. We get going. I'll speed this up a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. But what we're doing now is printing these football shape patterns to go on the back of an ornament that we're going to make. This machine is pretty cool. It prints and then it cuts. I actually took the light burn file for the Christmas ornament that we're making with this football shape, exported it to an SVG, and then imported it into Corel Draw to be able to create this football shape that we're looking at now. So now we're getting ready to cut this off the machine, close it back up. I'm going to do the auto cut feature, which is a pretty cool feature of this particular printer and cutter. And we're going to just cut it right off. There we go. And now we've got a sheet of the ornament backings, and you can kind of see it there close up. Alright, so we got a material set up. And I've got a couple of printouts here of the football that I did over here on the SG300 printer. I've got my wooden cutouts. This is 1/4 inch Baltic birch. This is a football back plate that we're going to use. And then I've got 2 front plates for an actual order. So this again is 1/4 inch Baltic birch that's been cut out on my Omtech laser. Okay, so let's get after it. So I'm going to peel one of these off of the backing. And I'm going to apply it, and what I do is I print these just a little bit smaller than the back plate. That way I don't have white showing out of the edge when I put the 2 layers together. So we're just going to apply it like that. I'm going to press it on there really good, because theoretically the vinyl sticking to the wooden back plate should be the weakest part of this once it's done. I have actually experimented and taken one back apart after it was done, and it's very, very difficult to get it apart, so I don't worry about it falling apart when it gets to the customer. So yeah, so we just take and we transform basically a plain wooden blank into this, and I do a white border around the back of it simply because sometimes if you print all the way to the edge and cut, you'll get a little bit of curling on your vinyl, but putting that white border around it, which will be hidden, stops those edges from trying to curl up. Alright, so the next thing I do is, this is B7000 glue. I just get this off of Amazon. It works really well for a lot of different applications, and it doesn't take a whole lot, but just glue around the perimeter. I don't want to go too heavy because I don't want to have it squeeze out the outside. And I especially don't want to have it squeeze out the inside, because then you will see a glue squeeze out on the football pattern, and we definitely don't want that. Alright, so there's that. Just put a little bit in here. Alright. There we go. That really ought to be sufficient there. So then what we do is we just take and we marry the 2 pieces up. And take some pressure, put it together, and you can see how this ornament would turn out. And I'll just show you the difference between what the ornament would look like with a plain backing and kind of how boring it could be. This is kind of how it would normally look. And then when you take the printer technology and add it in with it, you get this. So you got this hanging on the tree instead of this hanging on the tree. Big difference. Big difference on your listing online as well, as far as what's going to catch somebody's eye. That football pattern is going to catch somebody's eye. That's different. It's unique. Not a lot of people are doing it. So just one way to add some value to your product and create a point of difference there. Alright, here's another example. This has been used. It's actually something I made for my son. But what this is 2 layers of 1/4" acrylic, and they've been cut and then sandwiched in between. It's just an outer ring on the top. So you've got an outer ring cut from 1/4" acrylic, and then you've got a bottom cylinder that was cut out of 1/4" acrylic. And then in between you've got holographic vinyl that was printed with like a carbon fiber pattern and a name printed across to create a custom coaster. Alright, now we got one more. So this is another Christmas ornament. This is kind of a hunting theme that's got a pink camo background on it. Same principle, 2 layers of wood, pink camo in the middle, adhered, printed off on the vinyl cutter. It's got a name on there for personalization. Again, it's 2 layers, 1/4" Baltic birch, little ribbon on there to make it pretty. And then just kind of show you, same thing there, white border. All right. You got a year printed on there and had it married up where it'll show through. And then the other thing is, if you look at how this ornament would look without the vinyl, I mean, nobody is probably buying that. Like, it's super boring. So then you flip it around and boom, now you got something that'll actually, you know, catch somebody's eye. Maybe they'll click on it. But again, just a way to combine 2 technologies to spice up your products. Alright, so that is it, guys. A few ways that you can harness technology to create some synergy on your laser projects. You can take this and you can make it this and create a coaster like this and a Christmas ornament like this. If you found any value in today's video, if you would, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me out tremendously. And as always, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.